right, you guys. So, as we all know, if you haven't been watching, Indiana Fever have been kicking some serious ass. They have been beating teams left and right ever since the Olympic break. They have come back. They are gelling. The chemistry is flowing. Caitlin Clark is breaking more records. Kelsey Mitchell, as you just heard him mention, she's been doing her thing as she has been all season. But specifically after this Olympic break, they have looked like a different team. And so here comes the conversation being revisited about the Caitlin Clark haters and so on and so forth. So this is what Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp were saying about it this morning. I'm going to play the rest of the clip and then we'll revisit some of the previous things that were said and then we'll get into it.
Major props to Mitchell. That girl can play. She's something special. All right, give her some love. She deserves it. No question about it. But she can ball. Make no mistake about it. You understand? She doing some things. She doing her thing. Major props. But I must say, Shay, I'm disappointed in you. And Molly, I'm disappointed in you. I'm just because we've been this first.
What happened?
The kind of heat that me and Shannon have had to take. Molly, what's up? You understand? Because here's where I'm at, Molly. Where all the ladies at? What did I say? I mean, who's the bad guy, Shay? It me. We were the bad guys, Shay. Me and you. We were talking about this girl, Caitlin Clark. Oh, let me throw this out. By the way,
wasn't that anybody didn't think she was going to be successful or not play. It was just that we felt the other players in the W deserve shine as well.
Molly. I said,
really, Molly? Wow.
They jumped on us.
All right, you guys. So there you have it. If you do not remember what Stephen A. and Shannon are referring to, I'm going to play a previous clip from before the Olympic break in regards to the discussion around Caitlin Clark being a member of Team USA and why she wasn't invited. I'm going to play a brief clip and then we will get back into it.
The biggest feet woman star basketball player in the world, as far as eyes and far as dollars, would have been a big help to women's basketball.
They played 11 games in 21 days. They finally got some rest. Are we thinking about the potential rest that could benefit her finishing the WNBA season strong? Are we thinking about a potential debut in LA in 4 years when she has built that?
Hindsight is 2020, you guys. If you think about it and you think now to how she looks, if you're being honest with yourself, I think she honestly looks like she got some rest. And I think her not being invited to Team USA was actually better for her. I do think that she needed that rest. She had coming off of a long basketball season from college straight into WNBA. They gave them extra games because of Caitlin Clark and all the hype around her. So she was constantly playing, no time to rest. I think they actually did her a favor because out of that Olympic break, it's just been like full steam, engines going. So I think personally that was the best thing for her. But at the moment when Shanae said this, everybody was saying that she was hating. But if you think now, maybe she had a point.
If you want to go from a marketing perspective, sure, Caitlin is extremely marketable. However, I just want to pitch this to everyone. Imagine Caitlin joining this team and spending time on the bench. What is the conversation going to be about the entire time the Olympics is going on? Why isn't Caitlin getting more minutes? Why isn't Caitlin playing? I'm sure people will tune in, but what will the conversation be then? I think it's really interesting. Head coach Christy Sides for the Indiana Fever said that a monster was woken up in Caitlin Clark, and I think that is wonderful. I think motivation for Caitlin is wonderful. I'm going to say this, a monster has been woken in all of the women that were selected for the Olympic team also because the conversation is again centered around Caitlin Clark. If your only argument for Caitlin is that it would have been a great marketing opportunity and you don't have basketball experience or chemistry with the group listed in your reasoning, I don't want to hear it.
It's not that you're wrong. It's that we don't care. Everything y'all said does not matter for this particular instance. We don't want to hear anything about Team USA. We know they won 7 straight goals. Put Andrea and Shanae up on this screen. I want to look at them this whole segment when I'm talking to them. You just highlighted 7 straight gold medals. Oh my God. We're really worried that they're not going to get an 8th. Oh, we really worried. I mean, we got to make sure that spots 1 through 12. every single such spot that is picked. I mean, it's got to be, because it's pivotal, Shannon. I don't know if you noticed, Shannon, it's pivotal. I mean, they won 7 straight. They might not get 8. They might not get 8. Stop it.
You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we got to go. You guys.
So did you
know you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
A., I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Oh.
Who could forget Molly's face when this episode aired? I will never forget it watching it in real time. I was like, ooh, shots fired. But no, in all seriousness, I think that's Monica's point, and I think that's what the issue actually is. I don't think it's that everyone in WNBA is a hater of Caitlin Clark, that no one recognizes her greatness, that nobody wants to acknowledge it. I'm sure there are some who are jealous, right? But I don't think it's everyone like it's portrayed to be. And to Monica's point, there are so many other women aside from Caitlin who are just as talented, who have been doing it for a long time at a consistent level. Asia Wilson is someone who I feel like people will speak about briefly, but just kind of throw over her. Asia Wilson is a show out for MVP. She's great, and that's it. But no one really holds the same way we have these conversations about Caitlin Clark and her greatness and what's happening with her. We don't do it for anyone else. I think that's where it gets a little bit dismissive and a bit disrespectful to the other ladies who are just as talented. Asia Wilson, for example, the last 5-6 games, 41-17. That's 41 points, 17 rebounds, 26 points, 16 rebounds, 5 blocks, 42 points, 6 assists, 42 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 20 points, 18 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and 24-7, 3 assists. That's just Asia Wilson. Now, if we go to Arike Gubawale, her last 5 points for her games, 34, 25, 20, 33, 19. Brianna Stewart is someone who's been kicking ass for a long time, who's also a champion, by the way. 32 points, 21, 15, 19. So there are other women. Nafisa Collier is another one who's super, super talented. And I think that's the point to Monica and what she was saying. If mainstream media have been talking about the WNBA and about all these ladies who are just as talented as much as they talk about Caitlin Clark, it would have helped to grow the sport a long time ago. Like when it comes to Caitlin and talking about her greatness, it's always like you mention her greatness but discredit everyone else. And I think that's where some of the ladies, it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. Whereas with Angel, everyone discredits her rebounding as if it's something that everyone has been doing. By the way, WNBA has been around since the 1990s. It is now 2024, and she is breaking records with that. Defense is very different from offense. Offense is more of a skill, if you ask me. It's my personal opinion. When it comes to defense, there is no skill involved. To me, it's pure effort. It's pure tenacity. You have to want to go for the rebound. You have to want to play deep. You have to want to guard somebody. Otherwise, you're not going to do it. And I think no one gives Angel credit for her tenacious spirit and what she does bring to the game. It's always like it's made fun of. Why can't both ladies be great in their own right? They both offer different things, but they're both assets to their team. They are both breaking records. They both have jerseys selling out. They both are filling arenas. We all know that Caitlin Clark has more, but it shouldn't be when we speak about it, okay, Caitlin has more, Angel has less. Well, Caitlin Clark is this, well, Angel's down here. That's the issue. And I think because it's a media thing, it's a social media thing, because that's always the conversation, they should just be grateful for what she's doing and all these different things. That's where people are like, ugh. I think that's where the bad taste in their mouth is coming from. But I don't think it's about her specifically. I don't think it's an issue towards her. I think it's just the way people are making it seem like they should be grateful for her as if they haven't been growing the sport for years and they haven't been putting in their work for years. I think everyone knows how great she is. But I think because of how people like Stephen A., Charles Barkley, even Shannon Sharp, you know, when he said people being haters, all these different things, I didn't hear one thing that they said that was hidden against her. Chene, what she said was valid. And if we're thinking back at what she said then, looking at how she's playing now, it was a valid point. If we're talking about Monica Minetta and what she said, she didn't say anything about Kayla not being great or anything like that. And I think that's where the issue's coming in. I don't think Stephen A. and Shannon are really realizing or taking that part of the conversation into effect. What do you guys think about this whole conversation that's been going on, I feel like, for the whole entire season? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.